Welcome. Your important message from the universe is today's timeless pick a card. And by timeless, I mean this reading is meant for you whenever you find it, regardless of when it has been uploaded. Today we have three options. Option 1 on the left, Chameleon Spirit. Option 2 on the middle, Spider Spirit. And option 3 on the right-hand side, Ant Spirit. Take a deep breath with me. Exhale. Timestamps are in the description box, so if you need more time to choose, you can pause the video now. See you there. Welcome everyone who chose this Chameleon Spirit. This is going to be your reading. This is your important message from the universe. Alright, so the number 14 could be relevant to you, and the number 5, because 1 plus 4 is a 5. That is the number of change. That's also Mercury energy. So I'm seeing Gemini and Virgo energy here. And it says act as if. Alright, I'm going to focus on that phrase right there. Act as if. So this is a very important principle for manifestation. So it's a very effective manifestation principle. Because when we act as if we already have something, or we already are experiencing something, or we are already in the position we would like to be, that creates an energy, an auric frequency that we end up emitting that then matches the frequency of those things that we are acting as if already are with us. So maybe there's something you need to know about that, where you may be looking around you and seeing that life is not what you want it to be, or something is not going the way you want it to go, or something is lacking, or something you want. That energy of want is an energy of lack, because it means you don't have it, right? So it means that you don't feel like you already have it. And if you don't feel like you already have it, which is very natural because it's a natural response to our 3D reality, while that is very natural, it also keeps you in that frequency. It's when you allow yourself to dream, it's when you allow yourself to believe and have faith that things could be different, that you start immersing yourself in that world of imagination, is when you can start to feel it. And acting as if acting comes from being able to portray something imagined, right? Or something you've already gone through. Again, if you're an actor, you know that there are several schools of acting. One will tell you, you'll have the Stanislavski method that will tell you that you should base all your acting on your previous experiences. Hence, you have to go back and remember them and feel them. And then you have another line of school where you are taught that you can bring something from your imagination into being by imagining how it would feel. You can use either or, right? Whatever method suits you in this case. But basically, the bottom line is fake it till you make it, right? There's a big saying with that. And how do you put yourself in this position where you already believe you have what you have, and you are who you are? It's by using positive affirmations in the present tense. Now, I have 2 of those guided meditations here on the channel. They're free. I'm actually going to link them at the end of this video. These little boxes that pop up that you can click on if you need help in that department to rewire the way you're thinking. One is called Guided Meditation to Improve Your Self-Concept, and the other one is Affirmation Meditation to Raise Your Vibration. Both of them are very helpful in this instance. With everything when it comes to habits, whether we're making habits, breaking habits, and mostly we're doing it at the same time, it's a process that takes at least 7 weeks. So anything you want to get out of your system, be that chemicals, be that thoughts, whatever it is you want to get out of your system, behaviors, it takes 7 weeks, okay? So if you're doing affirmation work to manifest, to act as if, to fake it till you make it, do it at least for 7 weeks, okay? So you can use those guided meditations for 7 weeks and more effectively use them as soon as you wake up and right before you go to bed, so they can play subconsciously while you're sleeping. Chameleon. There's something here about blending with the surroundings. Maybe that's something you've been doing, but I also heard fly under the radar. So there's something to be said right now about working behind the scenes, not really showing your hand right now, keeping things close to your chest. I feel right now that is important. Don't go around telling people what you're up to, or there's something that you need to keep a secret until it's ready to be revealed, because should you share this right now, there would probably either be one of two things, or if not both. In revealing this thing, you would be living it out by communicating it, and that would give you a release of dopamine that would stop you from actually having the motivation and the energy to actually do something about it and take action in the right direction. On the other hand, there could be someone you share something with that would then impose their energy on it, which may not be the most positive. Well, some people would, but don't take that risk is what this is saying. There's something you need to do, but you can't be talking about it. You need to actually take action on it. And the more you talk about it, the more you release the dopamine, the less you will feel the need to actually take action on it, okay? So, meanwhile, fly under the radar. Whatever you're doing, don't talk too much, don't share too much, and don't share your opinions too much right now. There's a reason I'm saying this. I don't know why, but right now you need to keep things to yourself. There will be a time where you will be able to reveal, share, express something. Right now, you need to save your energy for whatever reason and blend in, even if you don't feel like it. It's part of this process because there's something you're meant to express that is very different. You're not meant to blend in, but right now you need to kind of stay still and observant and work on your thing behind the scenes, basically. There's a lot about behind the scenes and acting, and so I don't know what this is. So maybe you need to play a role right now, or you need to wear a mask to kind of protect whatever you're doing, okay? And it's about a change that's going on for you. So you need to protect that change right now so that you can make the change successfully, if that makes sense. And this is temporary. Someone here might like light catchers. Chameleon. You have an ability to transform like a chameleon. Maybe throughout your life you've looked many different ways, or you can easily, you have a power to manifest different looks or looking different if you want to. You just have to believe it and you will get in that frequency. So for some of you, I'm seeing a glow up happening here. So right now you need to prepare for some changes that are going to benefit you in the future. Something about your external conditions or circumstances may be changing. Okay. Something about your external circumstances may be changing. Yeah, and we have now the butterfly to confirm that. Yeah, you're going through a deep transformation right now. Something about your throat chakra here. And it says express your truth. Yes, you're meant to express your truth, but it's not right now. It's when the time is right, when the time comes. Right now, you need to think about what you're going to express, if that makes sense. I don't feel like you're 100% certain of what you're meant to express anyway. It's not ready, if that makes sense. There's still some transformation, some growth, some spiritual growth here that needs to happen. But you're having some sort of an awakening. With the Merkaba symbol here, I feel that you are stepping into your light body. This is the means of transportation to the higher realms. So I feel that there's a lot of communication happening between you and the higher realms right now. And there are things that you're channeling, you're receiving downloads that you are meant to share. But it's like now is not the time. But the time will come where you will express yourself, and it may come out in a very creative form. There's something you're meant to share about a truth, but you will have to be feel confident enough to be your most authentic self to be able to pull this through. And you're getting ready for this, is what I'm seeing here. You're getting ready for this. There's something here that you're meant to express. Okay, we have Uranus. There's going to be some epiphany that you're about to have. You're going to have some sort of a breakthrough. I feel that there's something original that you're meant to do, something that no one's done before. You're definitely going through a spiritual awakening right now, and this may have come quite unexpected, because at the same time, Uranus energy is the energy of change that is very sudden and unexpected. So I feel you're either now dealing with sudden and unexpected change, or you will, and you need to get ready for this. Prepare. There could be a surprise coming and a sense of freedom. But right now is not the time to express whatever you have to express. But the time is sooner than you think at the same time. There's a sudden surprising event or something here that is unexpected here that will offer you freedom that I'm seeing here. And once that happens, then you will be able to express the truth, whatever that is, whatever that means for you. We have Venus in love. Okay, so we have Taurus and Libra energy now, and we have Aquarius energy here. So there could be something unexpected happening in the love department for you, something you don't see coming, out of the blue left field, surprising. So a surprise in love, okay? And it involves communication here with someone. We have two flies here. Someone who is in some ways very similar to you. You share the same energy with this person, if that makes sense. Something about romance. I do see you guys experiencing a glow up, okay? A physical glow up. But when the surprise in love or a revolution in love, changes in love, that will bring in romance. A lot of you are looking especially attractive right now. And that is attracting in something surprising regarding romance, sensuality, someone who is attracted to your charm or who will be charming with you. I see you doing something about your wardrobe. I don't know if it's decluttering and finding the things that suit you best. But there's something about the way you look, the way you carry yourself. And you know what? With this chameleon spirit act as if, I feel that you guys have learned something about, or you're learning, in the process of learning something about attracting what you want rather than chasing what you want. So your magnetic field is very powerful right now, meaning that you're attracting things like a magnet, opportunities, people, whatever this is. Could be even luxuries, money. Right now, you're a highly attractive magnet. And when we become a highly attractive magnet, we have to be careful about who we allow in our energy, and we need to protect ourselves as well, because all sorts of things are going to come our way. So we need to protect ourselves. So ask for protection, okay? And you will be protected. And also protect your energy. Don't give your energy to just anyone. Be mindful of who you share your energy with, and your time and your attention, and focus on your changes, focus on what you're doing. There's a sense that there's a lot changing for you, and maybe you're not expecting this change, or you weren't expecting this change. But it's somehow influencing your love life here. Okay, now we're going to look at the tarot to see what this could all be about. We have Knight of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, could be in your chart or someone else's chart. This is normally indicative of taking action, communication, and travel, especially air travel, okay? So airplanes, airports, air travel. What is this? Why is it so skewed? Sorry, guys. I don't mean to give you a skewed angle, but there you go. So action, communication, travel. This could be a person that surprises you with some form of communication. We have 10 of Swords, an ending or the end of a pain, end of a cycle, end of a painful cycle. A surprising end to a painful cycle. Someone is coming in with maybe ending things or telling you something about an ending, or there's an end to the pain here, an end of the pain, and that pain will be substituted with love. Page of Pentacles, a new beginning, new territory being explored in the material world. Oh, some of you are relocating to a new place, or maybe that is something that is coming up in your future that you need to, maybe you were wondering about, or maybe you're going to hear from someone that you love that they are relocating due to an ending, okay? Ooh, Temperance. This is going to bring balance, okay? Bring you balance, and it's been divine timing and you've been patient about something here. And we have the Emperor. Okay, we're going to have to clarify these cards here because now I have a lot of questions. Either way, looking at this quite simply, I feel you're going to take action to close the cycle. But I am seeing two people here, and I'm seeing an age difference. I see the older person in this dynamic is more air signs like Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, could be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. And the younger person has more earthy energy like Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus in their Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. These two people, this person is turning that way, so not looking at that person. There could be a separation here between two people, or an ending of the pain to create balance and healing in this situation. Someone likes shiitake mushrooms. So there could be a separation going on between these two people, each one turning to their own side to create balance and peace, to be able to alchemize. So someone can regain control over their lives again. So whoever lost control over their own life is regaining that control, is taking leadership. Whether that's you or someone you know or someone in your life. I'm going to say for most of you, it's the viewer. You're gaining freedom and independence by taking the lead and the wheel of your life here, balancing the scales and finding peace and trusting in patience and divine timing here, because there's a new journey here that you're wanting to embrace. And it involves either a new source of income, a new job, maybe a new business or a new place. But there's some kind of new beginning here that would affect your material surroundings, meaning that it would possibly involve a relocation. And the message here is be patient with the process right now. And this could involve love. Now, I want to see what this Ten of Swords here is in between these two people, please. Show me the Ten of Swords. It's an ending to the pain. It's an ending to the pain, or a painful, an ending to the pain or an ending. That could be painful. This could be something that you're going through with someone who could be slightly younger than you or slightly older than you. This ending is bringing you balance to your life. We have the number 14 and the number 5. Definitely indication of a lot of change here, but it's necessary. Show me the Ten of Swords. Ooh, Two of Swords in reverse. Someone's finally made a decision that someone's moving out of a stalemate, okay? That could be you, or that could be this person that you're dealing with. Someone is no longer indecisive. Someone's finally made a decision, moving out of a stalemate, deciding to end something. The Six of Swords, for the sake of mental health, okay? Maybe this is you doing this for the sake of your mental health. So I see improvements when it comes to mental health. Whoever's dealing with mental health issues will improve those mental health issues and heal, or be able to move away from a situation that is affecting someone's mental health, okay? By moving out of a stalemate and finally making a decision to end something that was unhealthy, basically. So show me the Emperor, Daughter of Swords. Someone is, maybe it's you, researching about how to take control of life again. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Now I'm seeing someone older and someone younger. I'm seeing a feminine who is younger and a masculine who, there's a big age gap here. So if you could be seeking advice from someone older than you who could be a masculine energy, if you are a feminine younger. If you're the masculine energy and you're older, you are being a guiding light in a younger feminine's energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Also seeing Aries energy here. But there's something you're going to learn about taking control of your life again from someone. You could be learning from someone younger as well. Someone younger may be assisting you here. What is this surprising love situation, please? Four of Wands. Something about a higher level soulmate, possibly a twin flame. Something you've been waiting for. And something maybe at a distance, about creating bliss and stability. And this is not gonna take long. If it's been taking a long time, things are about to speed up, okay? I'm seeing 3 to 4 weeks. Yeah, Nine of Swords. You've been experiencing a lot of anxiety. Ooh. Because you're worried about how this will affect your stability. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. But you will be stable. You will find stability, okay? I feel the message here you need to know is that you will find stability. So, messages from the Oracle card. We have Rhiannon. That could mean something to you. Or the song Rhiannon from Fleetwood Mac. But this says Sorceress, and it says, you are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. Again, going back to that energy that we were talking about, manifestation from the beginning. So you have, and I feel you know this, or you've learned this recently about yourself. Maybe you had an epiphany about how quickly you can actually manifest things. And it seems like you're learning exactly how to do this in the quickest, most efficient way possible. You have the ability to change your circumstances if you want to. You have the ability to manifest a reality that you want to. Okay? You are this magical person. You've been doing it for a long time. Everything you think, when you take the pressure and the resistance of fear off it, it happens very quickly. You're going to notice anything you thought about that you wanted or would be nice to have. One very effective way that I find that I manifest, and I don't do it on purpose, is every time I think it would be so nice to live there, or it would be so nice to be able to do this or have this. That's how I manifest really, really efficiently, because I'm not putting on the desperation of the pressure of fear of what if it doesn't happen. I just say it would be so nice if. And that seems to manifest very quickly. I would say weeks or months even. The higher the stakes, the harder it is to manifest that lightly, I understand, which is why acting as if and positive affirmations in the present tense repetitively, almost robotically, is very important. But you have this ability in you, and you're going to see there have been instances in your life where you manifested effortlessly because there wasn't the pressure of the high stakes. So you have to almost pretend like the stakes aren't that high. That could be important information for you. Just hold your vision, okay? Hold that vision in your mind and trust that it's coming. If you go to a restaurant and you order something, 9.9 out of 10 times, you get what you ordered, right? Unless something goes really wrong and you don't get what you ordered. So same way with the universe. When you want something, order from the universe and trust that it's coming. And that in between, when you're sitting at the table and you order, you're not thinking, every 5 seconds. Is it coming? Is it coming? What if it's not coming? What if I just ordered, what if my breakfast is not coming? I ordered it, but what if it doesn't come? What if something goes wrong in the kitchen, right? Don't do that with your manifestation. Just order it from the universe and do whatever you would be doing at that table while you're waiting, talking to someone, scrolling your phone, I don't know, thinking, reading, looking at the scenery, I don't know, looking at the rest of the menu, so metaphorically put this into your life. While you're waiting for your manifestation, get busy. There's things that you need to do, things that you can be doing that will make you feel good about life and feel like you're in the flow. Even if it's just making your bed, tidying your room, decluttering, exercising, working, finding new ways, new avenues of doing something. So maybe you guys needed to hear this, and I feel your message has been delivered, and I hope this was helpful. So let me know how this resonates for you in the comment section, and if it did not, go ahead, choose another pile. Thank you so much for commenting, sharing, liking, subscribing to the channel. It helps the channel, it helps me bring you more. And if you want to be notified of future uploads on the channel, hit the bell for notifications. Extra content is on my Patreon, link is in the description box. We have pick-a cards there, channeled messages, collective messages, and extended readings for all the love readings that we have here on this channel and on the Zodiac's channel. So that was your reading. It was a pleasure to read for everyone. Have a beautiful day and see you in the next one. Bye. Welcome everyone who chose Spider Spirit. This is your important message from the universe. All right. So the number 56 could be relevant to you as well as the number 11. And it says, make your dreams real. So the universe wants to bring you a message about making your dreams a reality. Weaving your dreams into the fabric of life begins with a single thread of intention. So there's an important thing here about setting the intention. But to set the intention, you need to know yourself very well, or at least well enough to know what it is that you want, you need, what it is that is right for you. What is it that you actually dream of bringing into your reality? And in the process of manifesting the reality that you dream of, the word dream is important. You need to allow yourself the space to dream, the space to believe, the space to have faith. Everything we create in our reality starts with what we can imagine, what we can envision, what we can fathom. So if there's something in your imagination, something you can fathom, more times than none is something that you can bring into your reality. And I think it's important that you know that. And sometimes it takes that first step. And maybe it's a small step, but it's a step regardless. And sometimes I think when people are trying to manifest their reality, they stop themselves because I need to close this window. Sorry, there's too much noise coming from the outside. Sometimes it feels like such a big feat that we stop ourselves from taking those simple steps that are important to get to the bigger place where we want to be. And so even if you feel like you're doing something small, do it anyway. Because once you've done that, tomorrow you will be able to do the second step, and then the third step, and then the fourth step. And as soon as you know it, you've already reached that dream. But if you stop yourself because you don't want to take step 1, 2, 3, because you don't believe that you can get to that last step, then you're not doing yourself any favors. Okay? So do yourself a favor and take those steps. Even if you don't believe that they would lead you to that goal that you have. It would lead you somewhere, but you won't be stagnant, if that makes sense. Okay? So take that step. And trust that you're not doing this on your own. You're co-creating with the universe. And this is a very powerful way of harnessing the energy of the universe. Because when you take that small step, you're telling the universe that you actually believe that the universe will back you up. And the universe will. Because fortune does favor the brave. So be brave and take that step. Okay? All right. Now, you guys got healing. Yeah. So, in this whole process, there may be a need for you to heal. Or heal something. Something about healing is pivotal in this process right now. The number 30 could be relevant. The number 3 is progress. So there's a need to heal so that you can make progress here. So maybe that first step is to acknowledge something that you know you need to heal. Maybe it's something you don't feel like doing, but if you do it, it would be very beneficial for you, and you will thank yourself later. Whether it's energy rebalance, exploring any healing modalities, doing energy healing, Reiki, aligning your chakra system, your energy centers, you have an ability to heal, and it's innate. You have an innate ability to heal. And the way that you heal yourself can be very unique to you. You can have your own technique. The meridian system, your aura. There's a sense here that to be able to make your dreams real, you need to align with that energy. And so there's something about tending to your health, be that your spiritual health, your emotional health, your physical health, your mental health, that is going to aid in you making your dreams come true. It's the first step. So we were talking about the first step. So the first step is healing. And it may seem like a waste of time, but the reason why maybe you're not being able to make your dreams real is because there's something you need to heal that you are overlooking. So whatever you've been overlooking, whatever has come to your consciousness about what you need to heal and you put it to the side or you are in denial about, look at it again. Explore it, because there's something to be said about healing that thing that is going to expand your ability to make your dreams come true. Overlooking healing is the waste of time. Healing is never a waste of time, okay? So some of you need to know this. Healing is not a waste of your time. Yes, it can be time consuming, but it can accelerate processes. So you may perceive it as wasting your 1 hour of your time, 1 day of your time, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year of your time. But if after you do this, things move 10 times faster, if you do a mathematical calculation at the end of the day, you were saving time. Someone here could have strong Libra in their chart. In your chart could be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. You could identify as an idealist, and you could rely heavily on being an idealist. If only the circumstances would be ideal. If only I had everything at my disposal. If only I didn't need to heal and waste my time doing this. If only things would be ideal. But most of the time, things are not ideal. But they can be. I feel you have a message in pile 1, to be quite honest. Something to be said about acting as if. And I feel for this option 1 is also a necessary follow-up for this reading. Yeah, and that's all to be said about that card for right now. Opposition, balance. Okay. There could currently be things opposing your idealistic vision of what you think your life should look like, how life should be, how people should act. And you know, we can't control how other people act. We can't control what other people do. We can't control our external influences. But what we can do is look at where we need to heal so we can balance things out, so we can work with circumstances, so we can work with other people's behavior, so we can navigate, move around it, move through it. Shut out the noise. You see, the universe is trying to mirror something back to you through this reading right now. And it's not to... Well, it is to call you out, but it's not to antagonize you. It's not to weaken you. It's to help you turn obstacles into stepping stones. Because right now it seems like something that needs healing has been acting as an obstacle on your path. And once you acknowledge that, you will turn that obstacle into a stepping stone. Allowing yourself to heal, putting yourself through the process of healing makes you stronger and gives you a stepping stone rather than an obstacle in your way. If you can see an obstacle as a stepping stone, then you will perceive these obstacles very differently. And once you learn to overcome that one hurdle, that makes you stronger in itself. Healing takes discipline. You may not want to take that path of discipline that would lead to you being able to heal. But again, if you can confront what you need to work on, and if you allow yourself a period of stagnancy so that you can work on that, then your path will become easier. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo could be somewhere in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. Okay, so they're showing me someone who's very elegant. And I feel this is you. There's an elegance to you. There's an elegance to you. And there's a potential for health, prosperity, strength, in healing. And the more you heal, the more you will see your material world around you improve. Be that health, finances, whatever it is. Your home. Healing will lead you to prosperity. Very literally. Prosperity, stability, longevity, health, even wealth maybe, because that is what is available to you. This reading is saying that wealth, health, prosperity, stability is available to you. It's in your energy. It's something you can achieve. Page of Cups. I'm seeing the energy of a mother and a child now. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. For some of you, it's a mother and a child. For some of you, it's someone much younger than you or someone much older than you who can teach you something about healing. For some of you, it's healing your relationship with someone older or someone younger. For some of you, it's healing your relationship with a child. Maybe things aren't ideal in that relationship. But I feel in this relationship, you're mirroring something back to this person, and this person is mirroring something back to you. And there's a big age gap here. So it could be that your child is trying to show you something, whether they're conscious of this or not, or someone much younger than you, or someone much older than you. But this is to help you be able to see things you wouldn't be able to see if it weren't for this relationship. To heal things to acknowledge things that you need to heal. And if it wasn't for this relationship, if it wasn't for this walking mirror in your life, you would probably never be conscious of this healing that you need to do to open up to your stability and prosperity. So there's some important puzzle piece that is coming in the form of a person in your life that is helping you see yourself fully, to acknowledge what is in need of healing. And so if someone is acting a certain way around you, it's because there's something in you that needs to be healed. 10 of Cups. And this is all here to serve your emotional fulfillment, to bring you emotional fulfillment. Again, this could be family or someone who you feel very emotionally fulfilled around. Because again, in your energy field and the energy that is available to you is emotional fulfillment, prosperity, health, and stability. This could even be a friend here that is trying to show you something, whether consciously or unconsciously mirroring this back to you. Ace of Wands. There's a new passionate beginning that is available to you. There's a new spark that is igniting in you. And it's happening through this person, or with the assistance of this person. 9 of Cups. That is here and 9 of Cups is the energy of dreams coming true, that is here to lead you to your dreams come true. So where this person may seem like they are confronting you or calling you out in some way, what they're actually doing is helping you align with emotional fulfillment and dreams coming true. Helping you align with that energy. It's out of love. Sedna could be a significant name for you. Infinite supply. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrow. So the universe wants you to know that infinite supply is available to you. But you need to trust this. You need to trust in your process that if you heal, or if you at least acknowledge and take those steps toward healing, you will be supported by the universe. The universe will support you. And you will reach your dreams. You will make your dreams real. I'm seeing only good things here on your path. Honestly. And honestly, I feel that you are healing. But I feel that you came here to know that you don't have to worry about lack. I'm not seeing one card here that is indicating any kind of lack. So if you are in a lack mindset of fear, definitely watch pile number 1. It's time to release the negativity. The only thing getting in your way right now of making your dreams real is something that isn't healed, that is negatively impacting you or feeding into the negativity. So release the negativity, whatever that means to you. And if you have a hard time embracing that concept or understanding exactly what that is, again, refer back to pile number 1. Some of you could have your moon in Scorpio. But I feel with the full moon in Scorpio, this is telling me that around May, you're closing a cycle of negativity. I feel come mid-May, you will have released this negativity. And that's really good news. It means that you are on a path toward healing. And you are taking this reading seriously. Because what I see in your future, emotional fulfillment, stability, prosperity, dreams coming true, feeling alive again, feeling ignited, feeling passionate about life, being grateful for the love, the little things. Because when we're grateful for the little things, that offers a platform so the universe knows that it needs to bring you more, because it's matching the energy of gratitude. It means that you already have something. I hope this reading was helpful. I hope it brought you the clarity that you seek. Of course, let me know how this resonates for you in the comment section. If it did not, just choose another pile. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. It helps the channel, helps me bring you more. If you're interested in receiving notifications of future readings on the channel, hit the bell for notifications. Extra content is on Patreon. We have other pick a cards there, collective messages, channeled messages, and extended readings for the love readings on this channel and the Zodiac's channel. All these links are in the description box. It was a pleasure to read for everyone today. Have a beautiful day. See you in the next one. Bye. Welcome, those of you who chose Ant Spirit. This is going to be a reading, your important message from the universe. Wow, the number 1. New beginnings. Leadership. Time to collaborate. Okay. So, leader that collaborates, a leader in a collaboration that asks you to lead, leading but being collaborative, good team player. Maybe you are a good team player, maybe you are a collaborative leader, maybe you are the kind of leader who also acts as a collaborator. We have 3 puzzle pieces that could be significant and 2 ants. So we have 2 people collaborating on something that may involve more than one task, more than one other person, a new beginning, new project possibly, a time to collaborate. So maybe there's a collaboration coming up for you, a new collaboration coming up for you. There's a message coming through. The universe is saying, be a good team player, regardless of whether you're the boss, the leader. Be a good team player and show the example of what it is to be a good team player. There are benefits in working in a partnership with other people right now. To build a dream that you have on your mind, you need to work with others right now. We are in the age of Aquarius. And pretty soon Pluto's moving into Aquarius, meaning that strength and power comes with collaboration. No one will get ahead on their own right now. It's very important for you to partner up right now. Now, in option 2 was all about making your dreams real. So I feel if you're watching option 3, you need to go watch option 2 because I feel there's some kind of important message there. Also, if you have trouble accepting help, it's time to accept help, okay? Don't be too proud. Accept the help. Focus on co-creating reality. You're not doing this alone. Whether or not you have a partner in the 3D, the universe is partnering up for you, with you, to co-create, okay? So the universe is collaborating with you right now. Whether you're aware of this or not, you are being supported by the universe. You're not doing this alone. You're collaborating with the universe. Okay? Something about being number 1. And it's not about being number 1. It's about competing with yourself. We have water. So you could have strong Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury signs. The number 12 could be significant. The number 3. Progress is here for you if you collaborate, if you become a good team player. You will make progress. Like water, there will be an overflow. There will be more than enough. The energy of water in this deck is all about abundance, but also non-attachment to the energy of desperation almost. So I feel in option 1 there's also a message for you, because that message is coming through in this card, and the number 1 there is also indicating that. So I feel maybe all 3 piles are for you guys. If you've been in this paradigm of scarcity, whether you've been focusing too much on what is lacking in your life, that you're giving that energy and it's growing in that way. So if you don't want to keep growing the energy of lack and scarcity, you need to give it less of your attention, less of your mind, less of your thinking. And I just heard, if you get nervous, focus on service. How can you be of service to others? And being of service to others or collaborating with others is going to bring in a flow of abundance. And then you will be able to create more. Practice non-attachment to the outcome. And instead of attaching to an outcome, believe that your outcome is there, so you don't need to attach to it, because the energy of attachment creates resistance, because it comes from a place of fear, of thinking that you need to control each and every aspect of things. If you're the kind of person who has trouble delegating because you think you will always do it better than others, you're not giving a chance to others to make their mistakes so they can correct them, so they can learn from them, so they can do better next time. By doing something for someone else, not only are you dispending too much of your energy, but you're enabling them to keep going as is, and you're not really helping them either. So you're not really allowing them to grow. And sometimes people need to make mistakes to grow. And sometimes we need to allow them the space to make these mistakes and to take it as a given that people will make mistakes. So whether you have employees under you, you're also not perfect. You also make another set of different mistakes. Maybe you do everything perfect when it comes to work, but there's something else that you're also making mistakes on. So just don't be too hard on others. Don't be too hard on yourself. And keep collaborating. Keep allowing people some wiggle space to learn, to grow, to make mistakes. And just believe that that is a natural flow of things. And progress will be made regardless. Yes, there's a setback today, but maybe you go 10 times ahead tomorrow. Maybe you go 1 step back today, but you go 20 steps further tomorrow. And maybe there's a mistake done today that will bring a setback, but whatever's learned from that mistake will spring you forward 30 times more. Okay? Okay, we have second house of assets. So there's something here about your material world, money, prosperity, stability, your credit score, maybe the bank, a loan, savings, investments, security in general, material security in general, finances. The second house is also about your self-worth and your talents. Security versus scarcity. Could you be projecting onto other people that they are incapable of something because there's something within you subconsciously triggering that thought, because there's something in you that you think is not good enough or not worthy? So something about your self-worth here. Something about understanding your worth, because that will strengthen you. That will make you a stronger leader, a stronger team player. No matter what mistakes you've done in the past, there's nothing you can do about that. What you can do is course correct in the future. Because what is available to you is solidity, is security in the material world. And you need to trust that. Do what you can, let go of what you can't. Don't try to control things that are out of your control. Rather, put your energy into the things that you can control. And it's no longer about control, it's about doing what you can when you can, and getting back to the things that you can't do when the time is available, when those things are available to be done, worked on, tackled. If you're focusing and trying to control something that is out of your control, you're wasting time into putting it into other things that could be making progress right now. Allow things to grow at the speed that they grow. Allow people to sprout and learn and grow at their own pace. You know, if you're dealing with other people in a team, or if you're leading other people in some way, or you're someone's boss, encouraging words also go very far. So, you know, people can be quick to point out what other people are doing wrong, but there's something to be said about positive reinforcement that people tend to not focus on. If things are going well, great, we stay quiet about it, it keeps going, we expect that. That's the natural flow of things. But it's also important to remind people that they're doing well, to encourage them to do better, even if they make mistakes, to show them their potential. And do the same for yourself, because chances are if you're acting this way toward other people, it means that you're acting this way toward yourself. If you're being too hard on other people, it means that you're too hard on yourself. It means that you don't forgive yourself. You don't encourage yourself enough. You don't see enough potential in yourself. So give yourself hope. Compensate yourself. Compensate others. It's I'm not saying don't assert your communication when something is going wrong, but when something is going right, give yourself grace. Pat yourself on the back. I did this really well. Congratulate yourself more often. Because, you know, sometimes doing the smallest thing is not easy, because there are circumstances around us that make everything more difficult. So if you are able to overcome something or do something, congratulate yourself. Get in the habit of giving yourself that pat in the back. You did well today. You did really well today. Congratulations. Talk to yourself like that. Talk to others like that. And you will see your energy opening up and expanding and progressing and growing. And you will see other people doing the same around you. Eight of Wands. It seems like there's a lot going on for you right now. A lot of stuff to be done that needs to be done. A lot of action, a lot of communication, a lot of work that needs to be done. Five of Cups. But it seems like in some way you're focusing on something that's missing. Something that's missing, and it's making you sad. You're focusing on the one thing that is missing. The Empress. And again, it could be missing now, but it doesn't mean it's going to be missing forever. Don't let that stop you from having it all. Just because it's not available to you now doesn't mean it won't be available to you in the future. Just because if someone is doing a mistake now doesn't mean they'll always be doing mistakes. Give yourself grace. Just because you've made one mistake doesn't mean that that is who you are. Just because something is not available in your life right now doesn't mean that's always going to be the case. Because when I look at the Empress, this is telling me that you're going to have everything you need. It's already in your energy field. You just need to believe it and bring it in. Taurus and Libra energy here. Also with the number 3, third house, we have Gemini, Aries with the first house, Scorpio with the 8th house, Leo with the 5th house. The Hanged Man, Pisces energy. The number 12 again. Things may seem slow and stagnant right now, but if that is the case, it's giving you an opportunity to see things from a different perspective. If things were moving too fast, You wouldn't have the time to see this other perspective. So the advice here is look at things from a different angle. Tackle something from a different angle. You don't have to be in this lack. This thing doesn't have to be missing from your life. It's just a matter of perspective, how to bring it in. Because you can bring it in. Ace of Swords. There's clarity coming to you if you allow yourself to see things from a different perspective, or someone else's perspective, or another way of doing things that is available to you. Allow yourself to see that by not putting too much energy into something you can't control. Okay, I can't control this, so let's look at something else from a different perspective. What can I do right now? If I can't do this, if I can't have this, what can I do? What can I have right now? And what can I do to have that thing later? Transformation. We had the butterfly in pile number 1. So again, this is pointing to pile number 1. It says you are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. Okay, the universe wants you to know that. It may not seem like things are changing and transforming because it may be very subtle, or you may be very busy focusing on something else, but you are changing. Things are changing. Blessings are coming in. What you need to focus on right now is purifying your body, purifying your thoughts. It's time for a cleansing, detoxification of your body and mind. So this is advice. Whatever that detox is. You know, she's in the ocean. You know, the ocean is a very powerful source of magnesium. And whether you know this or not, most people are magnesium deficient. And it's very hard to overdose on magnesium. So most people need more magnesium in their day-to-day life. Now, if you live near the ocean, by all means, take a dip. If you like it, it's going to restore your magnesium levels. Or you can take magnesium supplements. Now, I'm not a physician. It's in the disclaimer in my description box. But what I'm saying is at least look into it. Gather the information. Talk to your physician. Talk to your trusted health person. Purify your energy. Purify your thoughts. Cleanse negative thoughts. Keep it simple when it comes to your thoughts. Purify your body. Eat healthy. Drink a lot of water. It helps kick out the toxicity from your body. Purify your relationships. Less is more sometimes. Yeah. Oh, maybe the universe wants you to know that there's a new romantic cycle beginning for you, and it seems like it's happening anywhere between now and the next new moon in Libra, which would be the last week of September. So this is a timeless reading, regardless of when it's been uploaded. There's a new romantic cycle beginning for you. Are we going to snoop into this? No, we're going to leave it at that. It seems like that's all you need to know for now. Whether it's a renewal with someone, could be a new romantic cycle that is more balanced with a partner, or whether it's a new partner, that is up to you. It's up to what you want. But I would say more romance and more balance when it comes to romantic issues in your life. Someone here could have their moon in Libra, or a placement in Libra. Okay? That was your reading, guys. It was a pleasure to read for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it brought you the clarity that you seek. If it did not, choose another pile. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps me bring you more. And if you'd like to be notified of future uploads on the channel, hit the bell for notifications. Extra content is on Patreon. On my Patreon, you can find extra pick-a cards, channeled messages, collective messages, and also here on members area, if you join, click the join button. There's also collective messages there, or channeled messages. On my Patreon, you have also extended readings for the love readings on this channel and the Zodiacs channel, link in the description box. And in members area here on YouTube, you also have, besides the channeled messages, you have a few extended for the older love readings, I believe. This was your reading. It was a pleasure to read for everyone. Have a beautiful day. See you in the next one. Bye.